Hello and welcome, Forrest Knight with New Media Marketing Pros here in St. Louis, Missouri. Just wanted to touch base with you real quick. We're going to go over and review what's included in the Twitter marketing solution. This package is absolutely awesome. First of all, I want to start with the price. Normally the price on this is $394 for our setup fee and $194 a month. Right now you can save yourself $153 on the setup and $100 per month. If you order in the month of February, the price is $194 setup and $94 a month. You can subscribe right here. What this package does for you, and I want to explain this really quick. We're going to go through the package details. We do have them here on the site for you to review. However, I just want to go into them in a little bit more detail so you know exactly what you're going to get when you purchase this package. This is absolutely awesome to have a Twitter marketing or advertising package, if you want to call it that. Grow your Twitter group online, grow your Twitter base, and get exposure to your business. So just to recap, we're going to summarize real quick what you're looking at. We do auto keyword following. We'll do up to 50 keywords. We will find users who tweet certain words and match customizable filters. So anytime that somebody goes in and tweets a certain word, we'll automatically follow them for you. We also do mimic following. We'll follow up to 12 Twitter friends that you choose, so you can let us know who those people are. If you're a disc jockey, for instance, and you have other DJs that you would like to follow. Basically what this means is the mimic follow will automatically follow any people that follows them, and we have some filters set in so it filters out some of the junk, so you're not going to get all the junk. And remember, this isn't a get a lot of followers program. This is a competitive program. It's a perfect way to hone in on your competitor. And I'll highlight that right here, this area right here. It's a perfect way to hone in on competitor. Find out what they're doing in the marketplace. So if you know Joe's Plumbing down the street has a Twitter account, you want to find out what he's doing and maybe get in and target some of his people that he's tweeting with on Twitter. This is a great way to do that. Keyword headline tweets into your Twitter stream from Google news feeds, articles, blogs, and more. Basically, this gives your followers something to tweet about. So let's say you are in the plumbing business, and this example that we're going to use in this, we're going to talk about the coffee business. So any articles that come up through Google, we have a really cool way we go in and pull stuff off of Google Alert and put it into your stream. Now, with these, we'll get into detail here in a little bit more, but you can the reason for this is you want to give people things to talk about in your Twitter stream. So you see a really good article that comes up, you stay ahead of, sort of staying ahead of the news. So it's jumping right into your Twitter stream. You and your friends can start talking about it and chatting about it and retweeting it. Very, very cool feature here. 3 custom direct messages sent randomly to followers, directing them to web pages or web source or blog or your Facebook page, wherever you want to go. A custom video ad landing page. Now this is very, very cool. And what does this have to do with Twitter? This is very, very cool because in your actual Twitter stream, what you want to do with maybe one of these custom direct messages is send people to this landing page. This is actually a bonus option. Bonus here, if you're in here looking at this web page, you can actually click on the See Example here, and it'll bring up the page. We're going to go into that here in just a little bit. We recap on that. But you're going to get a video landing page, which is absolutely cool. It includes your custom graphic logo. If you need one of those, again, you can click on the link here on the page, and you go in and order those. There's $100. They're very, very cool. 1 video ad submitted up to 5 new media partners. Basically what that means is we'll create a video ad for you. We're going to push it out. We have a really cool software app that we push this video out. It's keyword optimized, SEO optimized video ad. What that means is we're going to choose your keywords in this video. So you're going to create a video for us. You have to provide the content because we don't know anything about your business. So you have to provide the content, whether it's you sitting in front of a camera or something like that, talking about whatever it is you want to talk about. You can provide slides, pictures, photographs, whatever you need to do. We will edit it for you if it needs to edit. In other words, we can add your website address into the video. But basically, we're going to take that video and we're going to push it out up to 5 new media partners. Your new media partners would be YouTube, Facebook, MySpace, Daily Motion and things like that. We'll submit it out to those guys. We'll also do what we call YouTube, Facebook, Twitter integration. Simply means anytime you post a video to YouTube, it'll automatically push over to Facebook, and we're going to have Facebook and Twitter. And we're talking about Facebook. I'm talking about your Facebook fan page, getting that set up, talking you through and showing you how to set up your Facebook fan page. getting that set up for you so that Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, the big three as we call them, are all talking to one another. So you have that good to go. And then we're going to verify your business is set up to be found on mobile devices. This is absolutely awesome. We will actually walk you through this personally, hold your hand and walk you through and get this set up. And just to recap, we're going to set you up with 50 keywords that anytime somebody in Google talks about those or chats about these keywords or they're in their profile, it's automatically going to go out and find those people and put them in, and we'll set it up so you'll start getting followers added into your program so that you can compete with your local market competitors. We're also going to mimic follow. You give us up to 12 people that you would like to mimic follow. These are your local competitors in your local market or wherever you want them to come from. We will follow them for you. We're going to set up to mimic follow those. Very, very cool feature that we have set up. Your direct messages that we set up, we will do 3 direct messages, and basically here's some examples of direct messages. Full name, nice to tweet you, LOL. Join me on Facebook too so we're driving them to our Facebook page. So when they click on this link, they actually end up going over to the Facebook fan page is where we want them to go for that link. And these will randomly go out. They will rotate around, and we notice we set some filters in here that their friend count has to be more than 100 and their follower count has to be more than 100. The reason we want to do that is because these numbers will help this get retweeted if somebody sees that. Really cool. First name, have you set up your YouTube channel yet? We just did. What do you think? We dropped our YouTube channel in here so that they can go to YouTube and watch our videos and hopefully subscribe to YouTube. And that's an entire another course in terms about how to monetize YouTube. That's really very, very, very cool. We can talk about how to do that, and that's another entire program that we offer, how to monetize YouTube. Share your favorite coffee recipe with us and of course we're driving them to the blog. Now we can also set up tracking URLs in here. We have a way that we can track these and set up URLs. We would want to use a subdomain created off of your primary domain to be able to do that. If you're not quite sure what that is, we can help you get a subdomain set up and then create a tracking URL so somebody could come in here. For example, a subdomain might be fanpage.livehealthycoffee.com would be a subdomain. That subdomain can be tracked, so when somebody clicks on it, every time somebody clicks on it, it sends them out. The reason you'd want to do that is to track how effective these direct messages are. They may or may not work. One might work a lot better than another. Want to go in and change it. It might sound really cool to you and just get 0 results for people clicking through. It's always just a good way to track what you're doing in terms of advertising or putting headlines out there onto the internet. Now this is sort of part 1 of what we do. This is absolutely cool. So this is actually feeding, replying back to people that are automatically following you. The next part that we do is we take those keywords that we have set up, we grab these keywords over here, and we go in and we create Google alerts. And again, we see the coffee here is one of the Google alerts. And anytime it comes from what we call everything, so news feeds, blogs, articles, anytime that somebody talks about coffee, we end up grabbing these articles. And these are what some of these look like. Want coffee? Tea? What would happen, remember we said that we can put 3 of these into your Twitter stream. So you have different keywords set up, and we have a really cool application software that we feed these. So you're not just going to get thousands and thousands of the same article in. We have some filters so it filters out similar headlines and things like that. But it actually takes you can do up to 3 of these at a time. You can do them every half hour, once hour, every 2 hours. You can do one every 30 minutes. However you want to rotate it out. You can do 2 every 30 minutes, 3 every 30 minutes, 3 an hour. However you want to set it up, we'll set that in there. We can rotate it and send those and drop those in to your actual Twitter stream so they show up over here. And you'll notice that in this business here, you'll see at-home business opportunities. This was one of the keywords that was in the alerts that we had feeding, so it automatically feeds in here. This is something you can talk about. So domestic violence during news conferences in St. Louis. St. Louis is one of the words that we chose as a keyword, so it automatically feeds it in. So when people here on Twitter are talking about this stuff, this gives people something to talk about. So you don't have to physically sit in front of your keyboard all day and chat on Twitter. Now, we do highly recommend that you go in and do some personal tweets in here, go in and interact with people, because the more you interact with people, well, the more your business is going to grow and the more people are going to like you. It's about social networking. You want to, know what's, you want to talk about what's in the news and things that you like. If you're into music, you might want to have stuff coming into music. If you're, and things like that. We set a really cool program up for a DJ, so he's really into music. So he talks about a lot of artists and stuff. And when their headlines come up, we feed him in to his Twitter stream. This is absolutely one of the coolest things that you've ever seen in terms of working. So you're getting people to follow you. You're working with your competitors. You've got your Twitter feed coming in. You've got your auto replies going out to people, driving them back to your Facebook page, your YouTube channel, or your blog page. The video, what we call the video ad page, you can go down and watch the how-to video. Looks something like, to go down to the bottom and click down on it says see example, and it goes into a little bit more detail on exactly what's included and how this page works. This is absolutely the coolest, best, most Twitterific program that we can offer. You're not going to find anybody doing this anywhere else on the internet, not for this price, not for $194 in setup and $94 a month. And again, that $94 a month includes the maintenance. We're going to work with you month to month, adjust those feeds, adjust those headlines. And this is Forrest Knight with New Media Marketing Pros here in Chesterfield, Missouri. We look forward to talking to you, and if you have any questions, feel free to just drop me a line. I'm at 314-288-4590. Just give me a call. We can review this and make sure that this package will work for you. If you sound like you got everything, you're ready to go, just click on this buy link right here. Put in your information. We do